Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the recap of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 8, Episode 3. Today we had our Supermarket Ball Challenge. So, the Ball Challenge, I'm just going to go through each of the queens and the looks that they presented on the runway for this, and I'll talk about, like, my favorites, my least favorites, what I like, dislike, all that stuff. So, yeah, let's just get right on into it. First up, we had Alexis Michelle, and I'm not going to lie, I really liked her runway package overall. I mean, we have this cow look here for like the dairy runway, which I thought was funny, because like our well, I not funny's not the right word, but in terms of like, there's only a couple people who did cow, and I felt like of those ones, Alexis's was kind of like out of the box. Like she has like the big ears and the long tail, and it's kind of like kinky cow, and I thought she did a good job with that outfit. Her second outfit was for the fruit runway. It was blueberry inspired. This one I think is pretty good. I do have some slight qualms with the makeup. The way that she does the blue lip and then has the white in the center of her face, the white almost washes her out, and the blue lip just stands out, but not in a great way for me. I feel like if it was a more subdued face, I would have loved it a lot more. And also, I'm just not super in love with like the berry hair. Like, there's like little like berries made of hair, which like I understand. Like I get it, but also I feel like I would have just rather her had that like white wig on. But I still do like this. And then her like supermarket look. I really like this. This gives me like mid 2000s like supermodel vibes. Like it's almost like like the actually it's like the late like 2000s, like 2009, 10 style, where just like every woman regardless of age was just wearing corporate wear. This gives me that vibe, but like in an elevated way. You know what I mean? I actually really enjoy it. I also love the wig. And her face in that just looks so stunning to me. So honestly, Alexis Michelle might have been top three for me, because really my only gripe is like the face and hair of her second look. That's my only gripe with any of the looks. So good for her, honestly. Next up, we have Darian Lake. Starting with her first look, it doesn't have enough shape volume variation for me. Like if this outfit was fitted to a T on her body, I think it would look amazing, but it doesn't feel like it is. So it doesn't really do it for me personally. I do love this wig on her though. I gotta say, it's a good fucking wig. Her second look, obviously, I like the camp, funny element of like the cherries on her, and I mean, I think it all looks. I think everything outfit wise looks good, but it's just in comparison to all of the other looks presented, it's just one of the like least like captivating ones. And also, I'm just not the wig is not a good wig, I feel like, for this outfit. Her third look, honestly, if she I actually kind of like it. Like the construction is definitely an issue with like the bodice and the skirt. But I feel like if she was able to do better construction on it, I feel like it would look like really damn good, because I like the colors, I like the hair, I like the like, kind of cape situation. It's just really my only gripe is the construction with the outfit. I do think she should have been bottom three, because I do think personally that she did the worst in the challenge. But I mean, really, there are two of her looks I have solid, like, redeeming, qualities and feelings for, out of the three. So good for Darian Lake. Now, Miss Heidi and Closet was robbed. I'm gonna say that right now. I feel like she was robbed of this challenge. She, I think, was my second favorite. I mean, so we have the dairy look, the milk. We have the milkman. It's classic. It makes sense. The colors are great. I actually really don't have any complaints. I have no complaints with the look, just like looking at it. Um, the strawberry look in the middle, I love. I love doing like this, big like strawberry pants, with like the stem is the top, and you got a strawberry basket in the hair with like that light pink is such a good choice. I mean, I guess I wish the shapes in the bottom portion of it, of like the pants, were slightly more consistently like puffy. I don't know if puffy's not the right word, but I wish they kind of flared out, not flared out, it's also not the right phrasing, but you know what I mean. You can see the little like dip on that one on the side. So I kind of wish that they were a bit more consistently the shape that they're going for, but like I still really love it. And her final look, I feel like looks solid. I mean, it's literally made of napkins. I mean, I really don't have any gripes. I like you can see some of like white parts of like I guess napkins under with them, but really, I don't give a shit because it still looks pretty damn good. So yeah, I really don't have any like solid critique complaints for Heidi's looks. I feel like she did an amazing job, and I completely understand, honestly, the her wanting to, not feeling seen and, potentially wanting to leave because of that. I completely understand her feelings. Next, we have James Mansfield. Now, I like the milk look. I wish it was slightly more milky. Like you have like this one little section of, or I guess actually it's kind of like two little sections of like white. I kind of wish that it was slightly more milky, but like, the doing the milk and cookies and the hands grabbing the cookies, I like it. Her middle look is lemons. I wish there was more to it. It's not. There's nothing inherently bad about it. Just looking at it, but it does feel like it is kind of lacking a bit. I wish that there was like a train or a different bigger portion of the skirt or like something on the shoulder. I need something more than what we have here. Her third look, I love. I feel like it really exemplifies who's going to the supermarket? Oh, we're doing like a stereotypical like 50s housewife who, has to get the food at the supermarket to clean the kids. To clean the kids? No, to feed the kids. She's holding cleaning stuff. That was my attempt at a transatlantic accent. I feel like it was okay. But like I felt like it was campy, fully James. I liked the look. It made sense to me. I feel like James did a pretty all right job in this. I mean, she's one look that I really like, one look that I think is a bit lacking, and one look that's kind of in the middle. So, good for her. Miss Jessica Wilde was definitely, I would say, my favorite of the night. I loved her looks. We get the Fruit Loops of the first look. She does the milk dripping gown. She does it correctly. It makes sense. It feels right. You also get to see the big Fruit Loops on her. And she has the bowl, and it feels elegant and it makes sense with the category. Her second look, she goes for the picnic theme, but she, really, she kind of incorporates it into the costume, and then also has the berries acting as kind of like almost like a peplum to the side of it. Not really a peplum, but you know what I mean. They kind of jut out to the side and make like this bigger silhouette of the skirt. And I really enjoyed that. And her third and final look, while it is a bodysuit, it is one of the, I mean, it is one of the best design challenge bodysuits that I've ever seen. I mean, like, look at it. It's pink and flowy, and her hair, and she's got the accessories in it. It's a whole concentrated vibe, and also I think it does kind of get an advantage because it's almost a vibe with bodysuits that is like, I don't know, we don't get as much. Like we hardly get like, what is this look? It's almost like this. It feels Grecian to me, but also like old Southern to me. But like you don't get this kind of like bodysuits don't tend to be like this like pink and like frilly vibe as much. You know what I mean? I feel like when I think of like a bodysuit for a drag queen, I think of like black or like just like darker colors in general. Um, but like this one, I really love. Jimbo is up next. Her milk look, it's alien. I enjoy that. I wish there was more to it. I don't, the bubbles are not, I feel like, I don't know, they just don't do it for me. Cause like, yeah, when milk bubbles, it is that color. Like that is what, like if you blow bubbles into your milk, that is what it's gonna look like. But it almost somehow does not give off the vibe of milk to me, you know what I mean? Like I wish that, like I don't I kind of just wish that she had like the drips that we've seen on the other outfits, or did she just like didn't have the bubbles? Her second look, well, I mean it kind of doesn't fit the category because like the whole point of it's like supermarket, so it's like fruit, like fruit that you can eat. Well, I guess you can also, but you know what I mean. stuff that you can buy in a supermarket, fruit that you can buy in a supermarket, not like people who are fruity. So I mean, I guess while it technically doesn't fit the category, it is a pretty stellar look. The art pop vibes, her hair, she looks amazing. And then her third look, I feel like it's good. Like it is almost like the elevated version of Boa from Canada's Drag Race season 1. Her design look in the first episode. It's like the elevated version of that for me. Like it's like plant based, bodysuit. But like it actually she does a pretty decent job with it. I feel like because everybody did so well in this challenge, I think Jimbo might have been low for me personally. But like it's almost a low as in like you should like realistically you're safe, but since we're putting someone in a low placement, you're in the low placement. Sorry, darling. That's kind of the vibe that I get from her outfits and looking at everybody's, runway presentations. Next is Kahana Montrese. She also does the cow look. She does a great job with it. I love like the under boob. I feel like that's like a great choice to me to do that, and the pigtails and they just, oh, with the cowbells on them. I forgot about that part. It's just they look good. She looks fucking good. Also, her second look, the banana, it splits open. I love it in the hair. She really kills these first two looks. But her third look just doesn't really do it for me. There are some construction issues with like the shoulder pads and the similar, shapes on like the kind of like at the hips. Um, I appreciate the hair and how it goes with it, but also the shoes don't really exactly fit the vibe of it. I feel like she really had two amazing starting looks, but her third look just didn't really do it for me. I think she could have been a high if you wanted her to, but I would probably just put her as safe because that third look was, I think, excluding the bottom two, probably the worst one. I might take that back because I might be like not remembering somebody's look, but it's certainly in the lower half of those, sadly. So I mean, I feel like she killed the first two looks. She's been killing the runway this whole season, but the third look just wasn't entirely it for me. Next up is Candy Muse. Um, she does do the same silhouette basically for every outfit, which is kind of a turnoff. But ultimately, I think all three of her looks are good. Starting with the milk look, I wish the drips were more like drippy because they kind of give like lettuce to me, the shape. But like it is like a solid white thing, and she looks beautiful. And beside, like really, my only complaints is that I wish the drips looked more like drips. The cherries look, I feel like works. She's got like the cherries on her head. She's kind of got like she's got the fur. She's got like the like kind of like droopy belt with it. I also really like it. Certainly fits the theme. It's cherries. And her third look, I think, is definitely like looking back at her old ball look that she did with the backpacks. I feel like this is definitely like it's a similar silhouette to that, but it is improved. So I really do enjoy that. And yeah, I like the skirt. I like the hair. Again, I wish that there were different silhouettes. Like, if you knew that the first two looks you were presenting were going to be the same or similar silhouettes, why wouldn't you really try to shake it up for the third? I don't understand that. I mean, I would not have put her in the bottom. I mean, there's a chance I'd put her as low, but like I'd not. It's kind of between her and Jimbo for me in my mind. But like, I wish that she had more silhouettes. But like, I still like all of her looks. You know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword to me. Next up, we have La La Ree. I like this cow. It kind of also fits into the similar. That almost sounds so mean to be like, okay, La La Ree. I like this cow. No, her cow look. I like it. Kind of gives me similar like almost like kinky vibes to like Alexis Michelle's cow. I like the purses, the hat. I think she does a great job with this too. Her second look. It is like a caramel apple, which looking at the actual like latex dress, I don't necessarily get apple, but like I feel just as an outfit, it does work, and I feel like if like it doesn't give me apple immediately, but if I were to guess anything, I would guess like a caramel covered apple. So I think it works. And she looks good in it. Her third look, I love that she went bald. She just went full bald with it. I really enjoyed that. And I don't, I, ca- I have mixed feelings. I wish there was more going on with the silhouette and with, maybe potential like adornments on the outfit, but she also looks stunning. And it's like elevated like t-shirt dress is kind of what it gives. And I think I don't have enough gripes about it to really to actually like my wishes are like my critiques are once for the outfit. Like I wish it had more. Not like this needs to go or this looks bad. You know what I mean? They're wish critiques, not like get rid of it or add it on critiques. So I feel like she did a pretty solid job in this challenge. So for Mrs. Kasha Davis, her first look, I wish it had more sour cream vibes. Like it's going for sour cream, but it's not fully there for me. I wish there was more context that would actually like reach me to that conclusion, but like it still is like a pretty dress. Her second look, the bananas, I love. It's kind of Chiquita Banana Lady inspired. It's a beautiful dress. The headdress is also beautiful. I don't have any complaints with it. Well, I guess I kind of wish that she wouldn't have like the bananas like stacked on her shoulders like that. I wish that she would have either done less. Yeah, I wish she would have done less just in general, and those be the only bananas, or she would have like hung some like in like the things at the bottom of her, like the frills at the bottom of her skirt, or at the bottom of the dress. You know what I mean? Her third look. It's not there for me. It's just too much stacked on top of each other. The way she's kind of adorned, like the bodice portion of it doesn't really give her shape. And I feel like this outfit would have been great if she just did like half as much of all of it. You know what I mean? Half as much on the top, half as much on the bottom, half as much in the middle. Just like it's just too much and it kind of and it doesn't work out particularly well for me. I do think Kasha sadly deserved the bottom in this episode, but I wish he didn't because I love Kasha, and I'm so sad that we had to see her go this episode. So Jessica Wilde wins, which I feel like is a pretty damn solid conclusion from the judges. And she gets to lip sync to Coconuts by Kim Petras, which is an amazing song. So glad that it was used for lip sync on Drag Race. The one thing I do wish is that it wasn't Raja O'Hara that was being lip synced against. That kind of feels like nonsensical to me. It's kind of like they spun a wheel and they were like, "Oh, okay, I guess it's Raja." I'm not a big fan of the lip sync assassin format. I saw a tweet that exemplified my feelings about it pretty perfectly the other day. God, if I can find who wrote it, I will credit them in like the description. But basically, what the tweet said was the lip sync assassin format just feels like a ploy to have gaggy moments and get more ratings from the lip syncs. And also to be able to rig episodes in a certain way because of that. And it really just feels like that all the time, except and they just do that so blatantly, like with like having Pangina being the lip sync assassin last episode. But like they also in some episodes like this one, there's just no relation. It's like, oh, like Jessica Wilde is lip syncing to Coconuts. That wouldn't be my first thought. Who's she lip syncing against to this song? Racha O'Hara. Well, she also isn't someone I immediately think of this song. Okay, now go. And it's like, what? And also, they don't have like a connection like that. So it's like weird, you know? Like if I would have expected like some like camp comedy queen to be lip syncing to Coconuts along with Jessica, you know? Like I don't know. I could like Ginger Minge could fully come back as lip sync assassin to do that. I would get it. It just doesn't make sense with Raja O'Hara to me. But this lip sync did. I mean, I feel like Jessica did a pretty good job. I also feel like Raja did a good job too. But like Jessica starting off with revealing the breast and the Love and Inno tribute, I feel like just really kind of sealed the deal for her immediately. And yeah, I feel like it was a fine lip sync. I was better than She Bop, but worse than Freakum Dress. It's in the middle. So the contestants voted out Mrs. Kasha Davis. I believe like they voted her out kind of because she kind of like had, I guess, some like immediate like in the critiques and like, in Untucked, kind of some more like immediate feelings of like defeat, like oh, it's okay if I go home, which kind of sucks because I feel like saying it's okay if I go home doesn't necessarily automatically mean send me home. I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay if I go home it can also just be like, somebody recognizing the facts of the situation and being like, I'm in the bottom too. I don't want to go home, but it's okay if I do. So don't feel bad if you choose to vote me. Like that's like a pretty that feels like a very reasonable take, you know? Why did I say it like that? You know? So, I was slightly shocked that Darian got to stay again this week. I do hope she turns it up in the later episodes because I know that Miss Darian Lake can fucking do it. So I'm excited to see it happen if she can pull it off. But I fucking love Mrs. Kasha Davis. People have been waiting to see her on All Stars for so long. It is upsetting to see her go this early. And I hope we get to see her again at some point because I would love, love, love it to see her compete on another season. Maybe win a challenge. Come on. So our three contestants last in the alphabet have been eliminated. Does that mean that Lala Ree is in danger? Who knows? But yeah, looking at this looking at this, I think I did mention Kasha as potentially being in my top four earlier. I think my guess of the top four right now is going to be Jimbo, James, Kahana, and Candy. Those are my four. I don't I feel it. I feel it. I feel like they're really wanting James to succeed. I feel like Candy is going to succeed. I feel like, Jimbo and Kahana have won a challenge. It just feels right to me that it would kind of be those four at the moment, but honestly, I think it'd be unfair to count anybody out. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. Leave your thoughts, feelings, opinions down below. You can also follow my Twitter. That is linked down in the description. I really have this fucking outro down to too much of a T, honestly. I feel like I need to switch it up. Who knows? But then I probably just mess it up. Oh, whatever. But again, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye-bye.